Is The Last of Us Part 2 ending really that bad? I've seen a lot of people say The Last of Us Part 2 has a bad ending, and I get why. After Ellie massacre in Setu and the friends we lost along the way, she gets to Abby and didn't kill her. It feels bland. It feels it has no payoff. It's not like other revenge-driven story game. But what if The Last of Us Part 2 isn't about revenge? What if it's about something deeper? I know it sounds corny, but stay with me now. What if it's about what happens inside Ellie during that journey? Every kill, every flashes of joy, every nightmare, the short life she had with Dina, and Tommy pulling her back into the violence. All that matters. All that can play a key role in why Ellie lets her believe. In every revenge story, we expect a payoff. We expect something to happen. But in The Last of Us, we didn't get that at all. I mean, after everything, after the whole playthrough, after hours wasted, Ellie just lets Abby go just like that in a revenge story. So it makes no sense to be a revenge story and has no payoff. What if people are looking at this differently? What if The Last of Us Part 2 isn't only just about the revenge? It doesn't pay you immediately, it makes you sit with everything that happens. From the start of the revenge arc to the point where Ellie and Abby final confrontation. Like one of these is against Nora. You could see after she killed Nora, she was actually traumatized, with her hand shaking and explained to Dina I made her talk with her trembling. It feels like she didn't want to go with this anymore. It feels like she doesn't know what she's doing but thinks revenge is the only way to go. And obviously you could see her gestures and you could see her body language, seeing her shaking. You could see the way she isn't really pleased with herself, the way she treated Nora and how she got the information out of her. But if she didn't want to go with the revenge, why continue killing? Why continue going through this route? We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about other occurrences that support Ellie didn't want to go with this revenge. Like the killing of a pregnant lady. You could see when Ellie found out what she had done. She broke down instantly and couldn't even control her breath. The Tommy comes in for support. I mean, that shit will fuck anybody up instantly. You could see Ellie didn't want that at all. And this could actually play a vital role to why Ellie let Abby go. And at the theater scene, when Abby had completely demolished Ellie and Dina, sparing Ellie, Dina, and an unborn child, they literally took a break and went to the farm. They rested there for about 6 months, if I'm not wrong. Then all of a sudden, Tommy came back. He came back dragging Ellie back into the revenge violence. So it feels like it isn't Ellie's choice haunting Abby once again. It feels like Tommy puts this in her head and guilt trip her to fight for him. But why can't she say no if it isn't what she wanted? Why can't she say she's done with this revenge and just let Abby go entirely and stop with all the old killings? But this is where it comes true. Before Joe died, she never forgave him. She treated him badly for over 1.5 years or 2 years, never wanting to see him, never wanting to be in the same room with him. She never actually forgave him. What if the reason why she kept going through this revenge part is because of the guilt she had for Joe? Feels like she owes Joe something. Feels like she couldn't live with herself and she used this revenge part as a distraction. So, what if all these occurrences that happened played a vital role on why she let Abby go? The trauma she had when she killed Nora, the breakdown she had when she killed the pregnant lady, putting Dina in a part when she could have lost her baby. Every flashes, every nightmare of Joe she had, all these mental issues she has, and the fact that she was done with the revenge until Tommy brought her back into it. So all this occurrence could have been why Ellie let Abby go, and the game wants you to sit down and reflect on that. It makes you sit with everything that happened. But I also think there should have been two choices. One for players that don't give a fuck and don't want to reflect on anything and just finish the revenge, and one for players who are ready to reflect and go. Most revenge story gives payoff, but this one gives consequences and reflection and deeper meaning. So that's why I think The Last of Us Part 2 isn't really all about revenge, but what happens along the way and what occurrence can change someone's action. So I don't believe the ending is bad. It's just different from what we are used to. So what do you think? Do you really believe The Last of Us Part 2 has a bad ending? Let me know. See you in the next video.